People say elite soldiers don't fear anything. But that night, out in the middle of a frozen nowhere, Commander Adrian Hunt felt a kind of fear that hit him straight in the gut. His 10-year-old son, Noah, had been missing for 9 long, freezing hours. They'd used drones, search teams, thermal cameras, not a single sign of him. Every minute felt like someone punching Adrian in the chest. Then, from behind him, a small shaky voice whispered. Adrian spun around. A little girl, maybe 8, stood there shivering, cheeks dirty, hair a mess. And beside her was a huge black German shepherd, wounded, breathing hard, but standing strong. Her eyes were scared, but dead serious.
Your son isn't lost. My dog knows where he is.
Say that again, Adrian said, voice barely holding together. She swallowed, didn't even blink. My dog, Ranger, he saw your boy. He can take you to him, but you gotta hurry. Before we go on, make sure you like, share and tell us where you're watching from. Your comments keep this. Alright, back to the story. The forest went quiet. Too quiet. Everyone had been searching blind. And here was a kid saying her dog already knew everything. Nothing made sense. But something in her voice told Adrian she wasn't lying.
My dog Ranger, he saw your boy. He can take you to him. But you gotta hurry.
Why didn't you come sooner? He asked. Her lip shook. Because the men who took him, they said they'd come back. And Ranger almost died trying to protect Noah. The words hit Adrian like ice water. Taken, not lost, a whole different kind of nightmare. He knelt next to Ranger. The dog's breathing was rough, one leg shaking. But his eyes, God, those eyes were laser-focused. Suddenly, Ranger pressed his nose to Adrian's jacket, then snapped his head toward the woods and barked. A signal, a direction. Let's go. Adrian didn't waste another second. Ranger took off into the trees. The girl grabbed Adrian's sleeve and ran with him. Branches smacked them in the face. Snow bit their skin. Ranger never stopped, not even once. What's your name? Adrian said while running. Mila, she panted. Noah helped me at the river earlier. Those men were watching us. Ranger kept barking. Noah tried to protect me, so they grabbed him instead. Adrian's stomach dropped. His son, always ready to help, always brave. Did you see where they took him? He asked. She nodded quickly. Ranger followed them. I followed Ranger. They hurt us. They shot at us. Ranger pushed me down and took the hit, but he kept going. He just wouldn't stop. Adrian looked at the dog's limp, the blood on his fur. Ranger wasn't just tough. He was fighting with everything he had left. 20 minutes later, Ranger slid to a stop. An abandoned lumber facility. Rusted metal, broken windows, a warehouse glowing inside. Adrian's instinct. This was planned. Stay behind me, he whispered to Mila. Ranger stays with you. But Ranger growled, then pushed forward. Adrian nodded. All right, buddy, stay close. Inside, voices echoed. His dad's special forces, he'll pay big. Keep the kid quiet. Adrian felt his blood boil. Ranger growled again, low and deadly. Adrian moved closer, staying low. And there, Noah, tied to a chair, scared, but alive. Adrian let out a shaky breath. Then, one kidnapper turned, spotted him, aimed his gun. Ranger flew across the room. The shepherd hit the guy so hard he crashed into the wall, guns skidding away. Adrian slammed the second guy down, punches, shouting, metal falling everywhere. Mila rushed to Noah, ripping the ropes. Ranger, go, she shouted. The dog spun around just as the last kidnapper aimed at the kids. A gunshot, bright flash. Ranger, Adrian yelled. But Ranger didn't stop. He threw himself into the man, knocking him. Adrian tackled him, ricked the gun away, and ended the fight for good. Then, silence. Ranger limped over to Noah, licking his face like he'd found his lost pup. Mila hugged Ranger tightly, crying into his fur. Adrian dropped to his knees and pulled Noah into his arms. I've got you, buddy. I've got you. Noah whispered, Dad, Mila saved me. She and Ranger never gave up. Adrian gently touched Mila's cheek. You're braver than half the men I've served with, he said. She shook her head. No, Ranger's the brave one. He never stopped looking. Adrian stared at the dog, bleeding, limping, exhausted, but standing like a true warrior. he realized something he'd forgotten over years of missions. Heroes come in all shapes. Some walk on 2 legs, some on 4. When the sun rose, Adrian carried Mila. Noah leaned on Ranger, step by step. The world finally felt safe again, and Adrian knew he'd never forget that night. Because sometimes the toughest soldier is an 8-year-old girl with a shaky voice. And sometimes the greatest protector is a dog that refuses to quit. Because of them, a boy lived, a father breathed again, and 2 families were forever connected by one sentence: "My dog knows where your son is." If this story touched your heart, comment yes, like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories.